What's going on, everybody? Dak Mac here. Welcome back to another episode. Solo mission today. Made it out here on the surf, and really the plan is fish tacos for lunch. So hopefully I can come out here and get on some fish. Cold front's finally pushing through. Maybe it's gonna have the fish active and moving through the surf. So I got the waders. Might be able to get out there for some pompano. But I'll take a whiting. I'll take anything that bites right now. Whatever I can cut up for the pan. So that's what we're dealing with. Pretty nice out here. A little bit of wind. Pretty chilly. So gonna try to stay dry, but yep, y'all are riding along, so let's get some baits out there soaking and see what we catch. All right, I'm gonna drop a fish finder rig with a 3-ounce surf weight, anchor weight. See how far I can get it out. All right, so I got that one dropped. Probably sitting pretty good out there, second gut. These are flea fish bites, so if there is any pomp out there, black drum, red drum, whiting, let's hope they want to pick up. Water's pretty clean today, so I didn't really see much moss walking out there. So that's a good sign. If you're new to the channel and you're kind of just wondering what's going on here, my name is Dakota McCord. I'm a fisherman here in South Texas, Corpus Christi to be specific. And this is the Gulf of Mexico behind me. So believe it or not, if I were to hop on a boat, preferably a big boat, and I took off straight that way, hundreds and hundreds of miles, I'd hit Mexico, I'd hit Cuba that way, and I would hit Florida. Split Florida, split Cuba, you'll hit the Keys. So yeah, that's just pretty much what it is. So this is just endless water behind me. I am on Padre Island right now. The bay, intercoastal waterway, Laguna Madre, is right on the other side, just about a mile, half a mile that way. And yeah, so that's a little bit about me and a little bit about where I'm fishing. So I've been quiet with my one setup. I went and caught some ghost shrimp. And these are one of those things that if you've never seen them before, they will freak you out. Because what even is that? Got a few of them for bait. There's a Coast Guard helicopter going by right now. That's pretty cool. But yeah, like I was saying, these are ghost shrimp. They're actually pretty cool. There's a few different kinds of them. This is a big male right here. You can see because of the dark orange. But Texas Parks and Wildlife does have a regulation on them. I believe you're only allowed 20 per person per day, or it might be 100. I'll have to double check up on that. I'll put it right here. But yep, you just use a little PVC sucker like so, and suck them bad boys right out of the ground. But so I'm gonna put those out there with little pieces of fish bites and see if anything wants these. Hopefully. I did get this little baby one. I don't even know if I'll use him or not, but how cool, man, how cool. This is the high-low rig I'm gonna put out there. Flea fish bites with ghost shrimp. And a 3-ounce anchor weight at the bottom. So the wind has picked up. I just pulled in one setup. It didn't have no grass on it. I still got fish bites. But now I'm out of fish bites, so I'm gonna put another ghost shrimp on this one. And the thing about ghost shrimp, guys, is they are so soft. They are not like any other shrimp, really. I mean, the manna shrimp, even any of our Gulf shrimp, brown shrimp, white shrimp here, you know, your table shrimp, they are nothing like this. They are crazy creatures, and they dig holes, typically about usually 1 to 2 feet deep, and that's why you got to suck them out of the sand with a contraption that's specifically built for it. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, they're just super soft, so if you don't have no elastic, be careful when you're casting them, and try not to cast them right off. I believe we're hooked up, y'all. Well, I said in the beginning of the video, I'll take whatever, and I think this is it. So this right here is a whiting. Let's see here. This is a whiting, and a couple videos ago I said they're also known as a Atlantic kingfish. Obviously I wasn't thinking because I fish the Gulf of Mexico, so they're also known as a Gulf kingfish. Yeah, I wasn't thinking right there, but I mean, let me tell you guys, I think he's got enough meat to put in a taco just for me and for a good lunch right now. So I think let's do it. I'm gonna go get some water in this bucket real quick. I'm gonna bleed them out right here in this bucket for about 5-10 minutes, and I'll show y'all how I do that. Give me just a second. Of course, I would say whiting's probably one of my least favorite fish to eat, but when I'm out here on a solo trip like today, just trying to get a quick lunch, it's absolutely perfect. So now if you're not curious on how to bleed a fish or how I do it, how I just started doing it recently, double tap that screen about 3-4 times on the right side, get about 15-20 seconds ahead. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this whiting. Now most fish have main arteries that run down here, and so you can take your knife, just get in that gill plate and slice them right there. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Cut those main arteries, clean out those gills a little bit, get them back in this water, and you'll start pumping nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and take the sides off of this whiting real quick. Let's see. So, typical as any fish, get down those scales, pin bones here, over the rib cage. Got a bucket of clean water right here just to rinse off every now and then. Not the best on the other side, but we'll ignore that. Once you take it off the skin, come through and get your pin bones. Boneless, skinless fillet. Do the same thing to the other side. Get it close to your edge. Keep your knife flat. Don't put too much pressure against the skin. Oh, maybe a little more pressure than I did there. Left a little bit of meat on the skin. Hey, that's all right. Now I'll come through here. Remove my pin bones. feel the fillet, just kind of make sure you got all your bones off. Boneless, skinless fillet. Nice white meat, but did leave a little bit of meat on that skin, not terrible. But yeah, as you can see, just a small little whiting for me to come out here and get some quick lunch for myself. And I'm excited, so I might pull all the setups and park a little different so I can get more of a wind block. Make sure I can get a nice fire going on the side of the truck, you know. We should be cooking. Some terrible calculations have went down here. I got everything except a lighter, so good thing old Chevy here. Cigarette burner, piece of wood, and a napkin. I think we'll have fire here in just about 2 minutes. I'll tell you what, we got fire. Cigarette lighter was a no-go, but get that propane burning, throw some sparks at it, and we got fire. It's a little windy out here, so it ain't the absolute best. Just kind of look over it, see if you see any scales, but shouldn't be too bad. Just pick off the few scales you do see. Smells fresh, smells fresh. So check it out, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit it with some Slap Your Mama. Oh yeah, heavy on the seasoning. Can't beat that fresh fish. Slap Your Mama. Fire's getting nice and warm. Look at these views. Crank our heat just a little bit. Now, as far as fish that I had potential to catch today, I could have caught a pompano, could have caught a red drum, black drum. Sometimes you can get lucky with mackerels running through, you know, Spanish mackerel, whiting, hardheads, of course. Let's see, stingrays, pup sharks. There's always quite a few different fish we have the chance of catching out here. And you know, just come out here. There's many different baits you can soak as well for potential of different fish. But go ahead and hit this pan with just a little bit of non-stick. I mean, it's pretty awesome just being able to come out here and soak baits for 30 minutes and get a fish, be able to clean it, prepare it right here on the sand still, and cook it to eat. It's pretty awesome. And be able to put the nutrients back in the water where we got it from for other creatures and animals to feed on. Keep the cycle going, keep the cycle, keep it spinning. Not super hot, of course, but we should get there. And hopefully I don't run out of propane before this fish is cooked. I got another bottle, but they're both on the verge of empty. If I were able to get my cooker a little higher. That was risky business there. I think the higher I get, the more heat I'll be able to have. How you doing?
How's it going?
Doing good.
I'm Randy.
Dakota. I'm just here filming a little YouTube video.
Okay.
Some fresh whiting I just pulled out.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good.
How are you doing?
Good. I was just wondering if I could pick your brain a little bit. I'm new to the surf casting stuff, so
Okay. What's your questions?
wondering what to look for, you know, as I drive along for fishing spots.
So there's a few different things you can look for, like block guts. So on a good day when the surf's pretty flat, you can see where the rollers are typically on the sandbars.
Okay.
You'll be able to see the guts pretty clearly first and second. And so you'll follow that, and there'll be good washouts. All of a sudden you'll see the gut will come to an end and almost look blocked, and there'll be a big washout. Typically, if you're gonna cast looking for trout, red, some pompano will be in those washouts.
I'm kind of looking for pompano and stuff. I've
Pompano?
heard they're really good to eat. So.
Yeah, definitely deeper water. So for me, I never really come out and look for specific stuff. I just stop on the beach
Well,
and fish.
I'm down from Wisconsin, and I haven't cast with a surf casting pole yet. So.
Yeah, so really you just want to look for your guts. If you're not looking for specific block guts like me, I just make sure I'm trying to fish in the first or in the second. Fresh baits, key, shrimp, mullet. If you're going specifically for pompano, have you heard of fish bites?
Yeah, I've got a bunch in the
Fish
car.
bites, that's what I got a good pompano last week. He was in the first gut, which is usually a little rare because they're typically not that shallow. But fish bites works good. Shrimp flavor, flea flavor, specifically.
Yeah, that's what I picked up. Shrimp in a couple of colors
And you'll even get some red drums every now and then on the shrimp fish bites as well. Black drum like the fish bites also.
it's cold out here. For me,
Yeah,
this is comfortable.
Man, being born and raised in Texas, it drops below 75, and I'm like, where's my hoodie at? And then, so we do like the shows for the Third Coast, chilling over Rockport, Port Aransas and stuff like that. And the past few months, we've been talking to a lot of the winter Texans, and they're like walking around short sleeves, shorts, and they're like, this is nice, and we're all, it's cold. But of course, y'all are used to actual freezing weather. Pompanos, they're not really a deeper pelagic fish, but they do enjoy that deeper surf water, and they're always moving. So it's hit or miss, really. And if you get one pompano, typically, if you have more setups out, you'll get more because they're usually schooled up as well. And
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I'll probably have to check out your YouTube site.
it's called DACMAC.
DACMAC.
DAKMAC.
Okay.
You have a good one.
Yeah.
Got to respect them and feed them as much knowledge as you can. I'm not a professional pompano fisherman, but if somebody has a question on how to get out there, I'm gonna give them everything that I know. And that's the beautiful thing about it, is just spread the knowledge and be respectful to other fishermen who are trying to learn. Everybody was there at one point. We all started at one time. You weren't just born a professional, and if you think that you were, I'm not trying to humble you, but psych. But just be respectful, and if somebody has questions, answer them. Obviously, this whiting is taking forever to freaking cook because I ain't got much heat, but it's all right. And take 45 minutes cooking a 1/4-inch fillet, because what the heck is going on? Like he said, it's cold to y'all. Yeah, Texas boy, it drops below 75 and I'm looking for a hoodie. And that's just facts. And yeah, like I was saying, whiting's not one of the better preferred fish around here, but if you're just coming out here for meat, take just what you need. And if all you need is a little bit of meat, whiting's gonna provide, and I guarantee you it tastes better or just as good as any other fish you're gonna catch out here if you're cooking it the same day like I did. Not ever rinsing saltwater fish in fresh water. If you can, rinse it in the water you pulled it from. So go rinse it right here in the surf. If it's gonna be a little gritty, it's gonna be a little gritty. It's kind of hard to hide from the sand out here anyways. I'm gonna give it a toss and see what it looks like. Oh, we're cooking, we're cooking. Nice and slow. Try not to dump sand all in my fish here. Oh, we might be onto something. We might be onto something here. Just gotta figure it out, one way or another. I think we're getting some more heat now. Oh, look at that. We're starting to get some sizzle now. Watch out. Watch out. I think our fish just might be done here in another minute or two at this pace. I should have done this 30 minutes ago. Not really, it hasn't been that long. It's honestly been about 18 minutes since I put the fish on. I know you're saying 18 minutes, that's still way too long, but not when you're cooking it at 75. Okay, it wasn't 75 either, but you get the point. While our fish is cooking, woo-wee. Ooh, hoo, 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 look at this. Yeah. Ooh, falling apart, falling apart.
Look at that. Delicious. Take a tortilla, smack down in the pan. All right. Throw my tortilla in there. Go in with some fish. Yeah. Yeah, you know you gotta get you some of that in there. Avocado. Now guys, you can do this with any fish that you catch out here. Just about, as long as it's slot or edible, you're good. Does it get better than this? Caught right there, filleted right here, and cooked right here, and about to be consumed right here as well. I mean, immediately you get the Cajun flavor from the fish. These two sauces, man, they just combo each other perfectly with that Cajun. The flakiness of the fish, some type of baked, smaller inshore, smaller fish, you know. It's delicious, and it doesn't get any fresher than that. Fresh avocado and Cajun, just perfect. Hey guys, I'm gonna tear up the rest of this taco and anyways, probably get ready just to call it a day and head back to the house. Truly, I appreciate you for hanging out with me and watching this video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, ring the little bell next to it. It's free, keep you updated with us, and let you know when we upload. So guys, with all that being said, thanks for rocking with me once again. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you sitting at home or wherever you're at watching this video. Thanks for putting in the time. That's all we got for this one. I will catch y'all on the flip.